Righty-ho, I love this time. Every fortnight, Degen joins me now with a subject that I think a lot of viewers will go, oh, that's me. Don't you think?
I think so. Today we're talking about beating yourself up with your thoughts. And you know, I think of it as like this. Even if we were pulled down as children, you know, perhaps if we were bullied, or perhaps our parents were a bit harsh on us, that happened years ago. Some of us as adults have been away from home for a long time, and yet we are actually worse to ourselves with our thoughts than anyone ever was. We are our own worst bullies.
But why is that? As you pointed out there, that was years ago. But why does it always keep raising its head, though, going forward?
Well, it's yet another one of the things that we're not taught. We're not taught how to control our thoughts, and we're not taught how to think kindly about ourselves. So if we have been pulled down, perhaps by parents or bullies or even ex-partners, then we tend to, our brains get into that pattern of thinking badly about ourselves, and we can't get back out of that pattern until we change it, because that's one of the things I do with my clients. I use EFT to change these beliefs and these thought patterns, but also I also teach people how to think differently. And it's amazing, because often I'll give my clients, I'll say to them, right, for the next, until I see you next, I would like you to become aware of your thoughts. And they always come back and they go, I had no idea I was so hard on myself. I actually didn't realise how many negative thoughts that I have in a day about myself.
It's frightening, isn't it? And then, of course, you talked about ex-partners and that. If you're moving forward for potentially a romantic relationship, then those could come back again, waves of that emotion.
Well, yeah,
relationships.
We get repeating cycles in life, in relationships in particular. And the thing is that if we are beating ourselves up, perhaps thinking that we're not good enough, or that we're a failure, or that we're fat or ugly, or whatever it might be, whenever we're beating ourselves up, we tend to attract that which we put out, Andrea. So we can't attract a romantic partner who's going to think we're wonderful if our thoughts are along the lines of that we're not wonderful. It's not even possible. We're going to keep attracting people who treat us the way we treat ourselves with our thoughts.
It's so true, though, isn't it? And I guess that lends itself also to your professional life as well.
It does. Success, once again, we attract that which we put out. If we think of ourselves as a failure, how can we be successful? It's like any teacher knows that a child will do well if you build them up, if you encourage them and tell them, that was so good, you know, you could do this better next time, then it'll be even better, that was so awesome. Do we do that to ourselves? No. We don't. And when we are really hard on a child, they want to give up, because they think, oh, I can't do it, and they want to give up, and that's what we do. We don't push ourselves as far, we don't achieve as much in life if we are pulling ourselves down and beating ourselves up with our thoughts.
It is so true. And in fact, going back to when you were here last time, that tour you gave us as well, I mean, that really is very similar, isn't it, about actually, you know, going forth.
A lot of the tools are similar, and a lot of them are just thinking tools. Like, that leads us into one for today. The one for today is, think of someone that you really, really love so much, and someone that you really cherish, perhaps a beautiful child, or, you know, not everyone's sort of, perhaps a pet if you're not sort of a people person, but think of someone really loved and really cherished, and how you would treat them. And never, ever treat yourself with your thoughts differently than that person. Treat yourself as the most loved, precious thing. Like my friend and I, we're always referring to each other as gorgeous. Like I'll order a coffee and I'll say, and whatever this gorgeous lady's having, you know? But do we do that to ourselves? Do you look in the mirror each day and say, gosh, you know, hi, gorgeous, you know?
No, it's true. You just go to the automatic thing that's sticking out to you that you're not happy about, isn't it?
That's right.
And is it mostly males or female? Is there any sort of reason?
I think everyone does it.
Everyone does.
Yes. And it made me think of a story just then, as I play tennis, and normally I just play for fun and enjoyment, but sometimes I play in a tournament. And I was playing in a finals one day, and I'd come off the court, and I overheard someone say to my husband, how did Karen get on? And he said, she lost. And I heard that, and I said to him, I did not. I came second.
I love that. I love that. By putting a positive spin on something else.
I refuse to think of myself as a failure. Second is pretty awesome.
So that's a great tool on how we can stop beating ourselves up. So if we naturally are that sort of person that I think we talked about it, is someone compliments them, they can't say thank you, they have to spin it back to them. So how should we be more gracious about that?
One of the first things is when someone gives you a compliment, if your first thought is to, refuse it, say, oh, no, the best thing you can do is to stop that thought and change it in your head. Rewind that thought in your head and let something pleasant come out of your mouth, even if it's just thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, exactly, simple. Thank you very much, and that is that. Thank you for your tool this week. Can't wait for fortnight's time. It's always good stuff. Fantastic website, setfree.co.nz.
Yes, the world at his feet, and hope comes in waves.